Welcome back to Car That Car, where the wheels keep turning and the memories come roaring back. I'm Jack.
And I'm Lisa. And today we're diving into a topic that hits us right in the nostalgic feels: the forgotten greatness of AMC, American Motors Corporation, and especially the beast that was the AMC Eagle.
Here's something wild. In 1980, a small American car company predicted exactly how we'd all be driving in 2024. But nobody listened. The story of AMC's Eagle isn't just about a car. It's about being right at exactly the wrong time.
That's fascinating because most people don't even remember AMC, let alone realize they basically invented the modern crossover SUV decades before it became popular.
You know what's really mind-blowing? When AMC launched the Eagle, they were essentially creating a solution for a problem that wouldn't exist for another 25 years. Picture this. It's 1980. Gas prices are through the roof, and here comes this weird wagon-like vehicle that can handle both city streets and mountain roads.
Hmm. And the timing of it all really shows how ahead of they were, doesn't it? While everyone else was either making gas-guzzling 4x4s or tiny economy cars, AMC saw this perfect middle ground.
Well, here's what makes it even more interesting. AMC owned Jeep at the time, which gave them access to some serious off-road technology. But instead of just making more Jeeps, they thought, what if we could give regular cars these same capabilities?
That kind of innovative thinking must have required some serious engineering challenges. How did they even manage to adapt Jeep's four-wheel drive system for regular cars?
Oh man, that's where it gets really cool. They had to completely redesign their transfer case, develop new suspension systems, and figure out how to maintain decent fuel economy, all with a fraction of the budget that bigger companies had. You know what's crazy? They managed to keep the fuel efficiency within 3 to 4 miles per gallon of their regular cars.
So, if they were so innovative, why didn't they survive to see their vision become reality?
Well, that's where the story gets tragic. By the mid 1980s, AMC was running on fumes financially. They tried partnering with Renault, but that relationship was complicated by cultural differences and market challenges. And then in 1987, Chrysler came along. But here's the kicker. They only wanted Jeep. The Eagle, along with all of AMC's other innovations, got lost in the shuffle.
You know what's really ironic about that? Today, crossovers and SUVs make up more than 50% of new car sales in America.
Exactly. And get this, every single manufacturer now offers all-wheel drive versions of their regular cars. The market AMC tried to create in 1980 is now worth hundreds of billions of dollars globally. They were literally decades ahead of everyone else.
That's exactly what makes this story so relevant today. We're basically living in the future that AMC imagined, but they're not here to see it.
And here's something that really blows my mind. The Eagle wasn't just one model. They had wagons, sedans, and even that incredible SX/4 coupe. Each one was basically a prototype for what would become the most popular vehicle category in the world.
The whole story really makes you think differently about innovation, doesn't it? Sometimes being right isn't enough. You also have to be right at the right time.
You know what's fascinating? The Eagle was actually born out of desperation. AMC knew they couldn't compete with the big three in traditional markets. So they basically invented a new market segment. They looked at where the industry wasn't going and said, let's go there instead.
Well, that kind of reminds me of other companies that were ahead of their time, like Palm with smartphones or Webvan with grocery delivery.
Exactly right. And here's what I think is the most valuable lesson from AMC's story. Innovation isn't just about having good ideas. It's about having the resources to develop them, the patience to wait for the market to catch up, and the staying power to survive until your vision becomes reality.
That's such a powerful way to look at it. AMC might be gone, but their influence is literally everywhere we look on today's roads.
And maybe that's the real legacy of AMC and the Eagle. They showed us that sometimes the craziest ideas are actually the best ones. They just need the right moment to shine. In the end, they didn't fail because they were wrong. They failed because they were right too soon.